going to use PicID to process a graduation. We've already photographed the students. You can see here the green screens, and there's multiple pictures per subject. That happened prior to the graduation, and what we're going to do is process images from the grad. So we've got grip and grins. We've got some pictures that normally wouldn't be economic for you to take pictures of, although this person might be interested in buying that. You usually don't have a way of knowing who it is. You've got buddy pictures, and you've got family pictures. Normally it's not worth it to take these things because you don't know who a particular individual is, but with PicID you absolutely do. So let's start by running PicID, and I'll do everything in front of you in real time. I'll say I'm going to create a new school. We'll call this Lincoln High School. The first thing we need to do is to train the images. So we're going to use the images that I showed you, these ones here, where they were the grad portraits, and you've already got, let's say, the data representing this work. You've got first name, last name, file name, grade. You might have a ticket code for these people. So we're going to import that and learn all of these faces. So there's the CSV. This is a preview showing all of the images that we're about to load. This is the columns that we're mapping, and just running an eye over it, I see everything is fine, and I'll say go. So what's happening now is that we're processing these images. You can see them taking about half a second each, even though these are multiple images per student and they're full res images. It's very quick. So now we've got a database of faces that we've learned. So what we're going to do is find that folder of graduation shots. So again, we've got the grip and grins, the stage, friends backstage, and family pictures. And so what we need to do is decide which format we would like to process all of this into. We have presets representing most major production systems, and if you don't see yours, you can easily configure your own with options like, if you find multiple pictures in a group, do you want all of the kids to point to a single shared image or their own unique copy? If you've got 1,000 kids and 2,000 pictures, would you like to have 1,000 rows with 2 pictures each, or 2,000 rows representing 1 row per match? For each possible situation, one match, like a picture of a kid alone, you can have a different file naming strategy. You could say if there are no matches, then don't bother exporting, and if there are no faces, then don't bother exporting. Personally, I leave everything on all the time. So we'll just go with this. I'm also going to turn on a sifting process. And so what's going to happen is these things are going to be rendered into 2 different folders. The archives are going to go here, and the immediate actions are going to go here. So this is where we're going to dump out blueprint files, and this is where we're going to sift images into different subfolders. So I'll hit the start button. And in front of you in real time, we see that we've now got sifted folders for this high school for the current year. And you can see as time passes, we're adding folders for each kid. And if we look at a folder, we'll find images of this person being added. And if we give it time, as the rest of the ceremony goes on, we might find her, for example, participating in other things on stage. There's some buddy pictures backstage. There's her family. So we're done with the processing. That was done for everybody at the school. So here's Addison Lee, who was on stage, presented, was with her buddies on stage, backstage. There she is with her family with a couple of different lighting conditions. And on the other side, under immediate processing, we've exported for Blueprint. And so what we see here is renamed files. We knew that this was Anderson, Sydney Anderson. This is Sydney Anderson with her family. And if we scroll down at the bottom, we will find a blueprint ready file, which has columns that are exactly the way Blueprint expects to receive them. So here I see what I'll do is I'll sort by subject ID. So these are all pictures of Terry Davis, and we can see all of the pictures in one place that were all pulled together. That's how you do a graduation. The only question might be, well, what if people weren't present in the graduation portraits but did show up for the ceremony? How do you catch that, and how do you deal with it? That is the subject of a different video where we'll be talking about field work and greeter stations.